call is from a federal prison. You will not be charged for this call. This call is from
Joe.
This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. To block this call, you may begin speaking now.
Hello?
Hey, is this Amber?
Yeah, how are you doing?
All right. Sorry I'm late. I forgot to put your number in the computer, so I had to wait for it to approve it.
Oh, no, you're fine. What prison are you at right now?
Fort Worth Medical Center in Fort Worth, Texas.
Are you going to be there for the rest of your sentence?
Should be.
So how's it like there? Are you like in an open cell? Like, are you around people, or do you have to be like locked down most of the day?
No, it's like a college campus, really. There's no doors, and you're not in cells, you're in dorms.
Do you guys have to go down on lockdown, or is it just you can do whatever you want during the day?
Well, I mean, every hour you have a 10-minute move, so you can go anywhere in the compound for the next hour. You know, like at 12 o'clock, they'll have 10 minutes where you can move anywhere in the prison. And so I'll go to recreation. I'll stay there till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I come back here for count. Yeah, no, it's pretty cool.
So when is the soonest you can get out?
Well, right now, with all of the good time and the credits and everything else, they've got me. If I don't win my appeal or get a pardon, it's September of 2030.
September. Okay, that's not too bad because I thought it was 2036.
Well, see, that's the original sentence, but see, I get 15 days a month off for the First Step Act, and then I get a year off for the Second Chance Act, and then I get my normal good time, which is on 21 years, it's 3 years. So altogether, it takes 6 years off.
How is your cancer?
I mean, I'm holding my own.
Do you feel like you get adequate health care over there in the...
Absolutely. You don't get adequate health care in prison, period. And, they just have the attitude because they're contracted. You know, the medical people are contracted. Most of them are from Nigeria, and they don't give a... so and their opinion is if you die, there's just going to be someone else fill your bed, Oh,
that's sad. Do you know what your expected life expectancy with these cancers are?
Well, my doctor out in the world said if I just leave it the way it is right now, I should be able to push 15 more years.
Oh, that's good.
But, I'll get treatment as soon as I get out in the free world. I've been through the chemo and radiation thing in prison for a year, back in 21 and 22. And it was horrible. I would never do it again.
Did you have like any bad side effects? Like, did you lose your hair or anything?
Oh yeah, I puked for a year. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, people out in the world think they got it tough when they have cancer. You got your own house, you got your family, you got your dog, you got your refrigerator. I was in South Carolina, or North Carolina, at the prison hospital there doing chemo and radiation, and I was locked in a 6-by-12-foot cell by myself, puking every day for a year.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Do you still have a do not resuscitate order in?
I do.
Why do you choose to do that?
I have 2 husbands and a brother, and both of my parents have died since all this started, so I've got a whole family up in heaven. If God has it in His means to check me out, I don't want nobody bringing me back.
So you feel like you're ready to go if that ever happens?
Everybody asks me that. I outlived 2 husbands that died at, one died at 25, one died at 32. My brother died at 32, and I'm 60. So, I've lived 30 years longer. So, again, if that's what God's will is, that's what God's will is.
You live one hell of a life, I'll give you that. You've lived like the life of like a million people, it seems like.
I've done a lot in my life. That's why it doesn't bother me if it's my time. It's my time. I owned my own ambulance service at 18. I was a police chief at 19. I owned a pet store. I've owned a zoo. I'm one of the only people on the planet that can walk in a cage with 20 full-grown tigers and lions and never get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I've had 2 great marriages, so God's been good to me.
When exactly did you get married to your husband now?
I'm not. It's just political bullshit online that the news media started.
Oh, really? So you guys are just boyfriends?
I'm engaged. We're engaged,
Okay.
yeah. That's it. But, you know, me and Travis were married 5 years before he died, and me and Brian were married 16 years before he died.
Mm-hmm. What's the age difference between you and your man?
28 years.
Are you guys in a monogamous relationship? Or are you open to are you guys in a monogamous relationship, or are you open to having other boyfriends or husbands?
Oh, hell no. Yeah. Hey, no. That shit's in the past.
Was your man straight, or was he gay when you met him? Because I know you have a thing for straight guys.
Nice gay.
So, have you had any more attention from Trump, do you know of, since, like, he mentioned you in your documentary at that press conference? Do you know if he's heard any more of your story?
Nothing. Not a thing. Not a thing.
How confident do you feel that you may get a pardon?
You know, I've got a lot of people out there rooting for me. You know, Joe Rogan, Matt Gaetz, Dana White, Eureka Tito, the leader of the Proud Boys. I've got some pretty big voices out there. So, it'll happen. It just will happen in his timing. Mm-hmm. You know, he just pardoned that crazy woman out in Minnesota, that councilwoman that stole that dead cop's money from his charity and had plastic surgery. You know, if he can pardon somebody like that, he'll get around to me sooner or later.
Is it true that you're willing to pay him $5 million to get a gold card to try to get your man permanent residency when you get out?
Absolutely.
Have you ever heard of the show Love After Lockup? They like follow love stories in prison. I was going to ask you, if you had a chance to be on that show, would you be on that show or do another season of Tiger King?
When I get out of here, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make money.
Mm-hmm. Have you still been doing well, like, on your YouTube channel? Like, does that still keep money coming in?
You know, everybody screwed everything up when they hacked in on my YouTube channel. And then when Tiger King came out, all the footage that Dylan sold Netflix to use, then they put theirs on and they copyrighted. It turned it into a big mess. I don't make a dime on YouTube.
You don't make a dime? Oh my God. Did you make any money from Tiger King?
I make no money on Tiger King. None whatsoever. Dylan took it all.
They didn't pay you for your music or anything?
I get my music money off of my royalties from my music. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the movie Tiger King, I didn't get a dime off of that.
Do you know what Dylan got paid for it?
$2.6 million.
Oh my gosh. And he's the one that provided them, like, most of the footage that they didn't have?
He's the one that provided them everything that they didn't have.
Where do you stand with Dylan? Have you talked to him?
I haven't talked to him since 2019.
Where do you stand with Jeff and Lauren? Like, have you talked to them? I saw, like, a video where they're trying to act like they're going to try to help you get out. Like, have you talked to them since then?
I haven't talked to them either, because if I get a new trial, which is what we're hoping, I don't want them to be able to, I don't want the prosecutors to be able to say that I've talked to them and we coerced all of this.
Yeah.
No, I haven't talked to anybody that has testified against me. Nobody.
It's just crazy how all their opinions changed once you got locked up, and now they...
Well, it's because they thought that Carol was going to write them a big fat check for putting me in jail and taking my zoo away from me. Mm-hmm. Okay? And then, the government and Carol turned on them and took Jeff's zoo away from him. So he turned over his cell phones, thinking he was going to get a little payback and expose what really happened. So, yeah, it wasn't because he had a change of heart. It's because the government and Carol took his shit away from him, and he was mad, so he told on him.
Carol, is she the one that like owns the property now, or is it just is everything like abandoned and you lost everything?
Well, she sold it. I don't know who she sold it to, but she sold it to somebody for $140,000, and now it's just abandoned.
Yeah, they're not taking very good care of it because I've seen the videos of people going and checking it out abandoned.
Yeah.
Well, I still have a few more questions, but I want to make sure if there's anything you want to say to people that you get your chance.
I just want everybody to get on JoeExoticOfficial.com and look at the evidence link and show all your friends the evidence link, because, I don't know if you saw Amber Tiger King 2.
Yeah.
The season 2, but, they all got on there and admitted to perjury.
Mm-hmm.
And then Alan the hitman admitted that him and Jeff were going to meet. So I want to know why nobody else has been charged with perjury or a conspiracy to commit. Yeah, this is crazy. And that's why President Trump should let me out of here, because if anything has been injustice, it's been my case.
Mm-hmm. Has anybody from the documentary or like any coworkers or anybody like unexpected
This call is from a federal prison.
Came to visit you or reach out to you since you've been in prison?
Nope, not one.
Are you allowed to have like physical and conjugal visits where you're at?
Well, not conjugal visits. I have visitors. I have one visitor, or actually two little elderly ladies that used to come to the zoo all the time. They come see me about once a month. But other than that, nobody has come to see me. That's
sad. Are you gonna own more tigers and animals when you get out of prison?
Nope, I'm done.
Why is that?
Because I'm not going to fight what little bit of life I have left with the animal rights people. I'm just not doing it.
Mm-hmm. What is your biggest regret?
Having Jeff Lowe in my world. None of this would have happened if I would never have met Jeff Lowe.
Mm-hmm.
Carol Baskin wasn't even that bad. Me and Carol, we argued and fought, but we made money off each other doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Lowe is a snake. He is just bad.
Do you feel like they fairly depicted you in Tiger King?
Yeah, they didn't show near the truth of what I'm really about. Yeah, no, they had an agenda. Okay, the filmmakers that made it had an agenda to pass the Big Cat Safety Act for PETA and the Humane Society of the United States. And that's why they made us all look crazy, stupid, and dangerous.
Would you run for president again?
Nope, I'm done with all of it. All of it. If I make it out of here, I'm leaving America.
Are you going to move to Mexico?
I am.
When does your man get out?
In 14 days.
Oh, wow. So what, is he going to stay in America until you get out?
No, they're going to deport him. But hey, this thing is going to hang up. It just beeped. So it's got 30 seconds. So Amber, I'd like to say thanks for giving me the opportunity to talk, okay? And tell everybody out there I said thanks. We send our love. And spread the evidence link around and put hashtag Free Joe Exotic everywhere the White House and Trump makes a post.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much. It was nice talking to you.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye. I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this video, Rose Forever. Mother's Day is right around the corner, and you can use my discount code AMBER20MD, and you can save yourself $25 off at checkout. These are bouquets that last over a year. These are preserved roses made with special oils. They have all kinds of different rose colors and designs, so definitely check that out. I will leave that all linked in the description.